returning to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Here's Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Second and 9. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. Let's go, baby. A huge play there for Denver. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Throw right side, complete to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Henry Ruggs there to make. And the Broncos an opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22. 70 Ranger. Mike 22, Mike 22. Hey, let's get this.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Ingram. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in the tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
Let's go one more. 56, Mike, 56, right.
Here's Jones. throwing on first down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 6-0 our score after one. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. Gano the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, they headlined the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make short tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A big play, if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because went no plays by the defense does not.
This run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 22, Mike 22. All day, baby. All day, all day. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Target 60. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. KJ Hamler returning it and able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line. 56, bring it, bring it. 56 to Mike, 56.
Looking to throw. Jones. This is Booker on the dump off. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
A first down carry for Barkley. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
22, Mike 22. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike 22, he's coming.
From the 16, Jones. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Mike 56, right there, 56. I got it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Let's get it. Mike 50.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They run it again with Williams. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Ross on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Defense, keep it up, guys. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Exit, exit.
On 1st down, Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on first down. Barkley running right through him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed week.
Hey, turn it up. Show it up.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. Touchdown, Giants! Elijah Penny from 6 yards away. And the Giants add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Fan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down, Bridgewater. This one swung out to Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Play action now. Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing, Bridgewater. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Williams again. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Julian Love picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Chase, to the backfield. Motion to the backfield. Max 22, Max 22. Rocco switch, Rocco switch. Let's get that ball. Slam, slam, slam. 36, 30. Check 24, watch 24.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road.